What's up guys? Welcome back. Great to see you all as per usual. I hope you're all having a fantastic start to your day, evening, weekend, month, year, millennium. I'm in the middle of con preparation. I'm not calling it con crunch because I don't have that much to do, but it's still stressful, kind of out of habit, and I still have like a lot of little things to do, but I'm not making like 5 cosplays for one con like I used to in the past. So like, you know, slowly getting older, slowly getting wiser, but like still being stressed. But anyway, I'm in the middle of con preparation. Actually, by the time you guys are watching this, I will be at Anime Revolution. So if I look frazzled, that's because I am. And actually, fun fact, I'm filming this video right after I filmed last week's video, so that's why I have the same hair and makeup and stuff, but I put on my comfy sweater because I wanted to be comfy, and I also wanted to trick you guys thinking this was a different filming session, but it's not, but I'm being open about it right now, so there you go. Anyway, I'm doing a second Cosplay Storytime, 2 in a row. I don't usually put 2 in a row out, but again, I'm pressed for time, and it's easiest just to tell you guys a story and tell it instead of doing like countdown or stuff like that. And you guys enjoy these, so no harm, right? Anyway, fun fact about this story is that this story actually takes place at last year's Anime Revolution, and I'm posting this video while I'm at this year's Anime Revolution, so like maybe that's a cool thing. Maybe most of you don't care. Probably most of you don't care, but I don't know. I think it's neat. Anyway, that being said, I have a fun, awkward, embarrassing story for you guys today. I guess I'm gonna call it the world's most awkward elevator ride. There you go. This was Anime Revolution last year. This was on the Sunday, and my friend Steph, who is wonderful, asked me if I could do a photo shoot with her friend Justine, who is also wonderful, because Justine has this really awesome Nick Wilde cosplay, and I had just recently made my Judy Hopps cosplay. So I wasn't cosplaying Judy to the con, but essentially Steph asked if we could shoot Sunday morning, basically right outside my hotel, and then I would get changed and then go out to the convention. I was like, all for this. Is my first time ever doing anything cool like that, and it was a really fun time, but getting to the photo shoot involved this very awkward elevator ride, which is what I'm going to tell you guys about today. So I got up super early, got into my Judy cosplay. Actually, I have the vlog from that if you guys want to see. Like, I was super delirious that morning, and you see it in the vlog. I'll link it up there if you guys are curious. So I was cosplaying Judy, and I had gotten all done up, and I was hoping that my friends who I was staying in the hotel with, one of them may be able to walk me over. Like, our photo shoot location was really close by to where we were staying, so it was not hard to get to or anything, but you know, walking by yourself dressed as a bunny cop, a little bit awkward, you know, and I think a lot of people think maybe after all these years of cosplaying, I don't care about that anymore, and like in some situations I don't care, but in some situations I do. It makes a big difference if you're in a group of people. Like if you're in a big group of people and you're dressed weird, it's fine, but if you're by yourself, it's like, hello, sir. Yes, I am a bunny cop. Please don't judge me. Unfortunately, none of my friends were able to walk me down there, and I was like, oh no, well, this is gonna be awkward. But my friend Pokey, who was like my hero in the last story, and is my hero in this story as well, because they're awesome. Basically, I would have to go down an elevator and across very, very busy streets to get to the photo shoot location, which, you know, it was like less than a minute to get there, but like still, I would be passing by a lot of people, so I was very stressed out about this. But my friend Pokey was like, hey, don't worry about it, like, you are an officer of the law. And I'm like, you know what, yes I am, I'm just gonna channel my inner Judy. I'm a cop, I'm also a bunny, that's kind of weird, but I'm a cop, so it's gonna be fine. You know what, just that fake confidence is gonna get me through this. So try to hype myself up. I go out of our hotel room and I walk over to the elevator. There are two ways this can go, right, in this particular situation, because Murphy's Law. Either it's going to be perfect and the elevator is going to be completely empty, I'll have it all to myself and everything will be fine, or it will be absolutely packed and it's going to be a very awkward elevator ride. So I'm hoping, I'm like, you know what, like, we're going to hope for an empty elevator. This elevator is going to be empty and it's not going to be embarrassing. I'm going to get to my shoot and then I'll have another weird animal person with me and we'll do the shoot, it'll be great. So I'm waiting for the elevator, and in those moments, you know, I'm just praying that's going to be empty. And the elevator opens, and it is the fullest elevator I have ever been in. Well, here we go. So I go in, and I'm trying to be confident. And I'm like, all right, no, we're just gonna give off this fake air of confidence, like, yeah, there's nothing weird about this at all. But like inside I'm like, this is so weird. Everything about this is weird. All these people are judging me. What a lot of cosplayers will tell you is if you act like it's totally normal, you know, what the whole thing you're doing, everybody else will eventually be like, oh yeah, I guess it's normal. Like, they're not making a big deal of it, so neither will I. So I'm like, all right, we're just gonna be calm, have that like nice kind of calm smile. This is totally normal. Everything's fine. So I'm standing there, and this would be fine if maybe like everybody in the elevator just had their own conversations going on and there was a nice amount of noise. But of course, not only is this the most packed elevator I've ever been in, but it is also the quietest elevator I've ever been in. You could literally hear a pin drop. And it wasn't like, you know, a chill, comfortable silence. It was the most awkward silence I've ever experienced. But I'm trying to be confident. I'm like, this is fine. Everything is fine. I'm dressed as Bunny in this packed elevator full of people who are silently judging me. I know they are. I know they think this is really weird because it is. This weird bunny cop girl comes into your elevator and you just, it's weird. But this is fine. Just act like it's normal, it'll be fine. So, of course, you know, this elevator ride probably only lasts maybe like 20 seconds or maybe a minute. I don't really remember, but like, it feels like an eternity. It feels like the longest elevator ride ever. You know, and I'm like sweating and like shaking and I'm like, this is fine, this is not awkward, nothing about this is awkward, but it is very awkward. So that's bad enough. But then two people behind me start talking and they start talking about me. But like I said, this is the quietest elevator ride I've ever been in. So like I can hear them perfectly, but they obviously think that they're being very quiet and I can't hear anything because they're whispering. But I can hear them perfectly. Everybody in this elevator can hear these people perfectly. And they're like, why is she dressed like that? Is there something? Is there some event going on? But why is she? That's so weird. Why is she dressed like that? And I'm like, guys, I'm right here. I can hear every single word you're saying. Please, please. Like, if you can think it. Because yes, this is weird. This is a weird thing to be happening in like your humble little hotel elevator. But like, please, just keep those thoughts in the thought bubble. Don't. I can hear you guys so perfectly well. So then there's a pause. Then one of them is like, I think it's the bunny from Zootopia. Yeah, I guess it's the bunny from Zootopia. I think so. I don't know. Maybe. And they're like, they're right behind me. Oh man, it just made me feel so awkward. So eventually the elevator lands and I like book it out of there. I walk across multiple intersections, crazy traffic everywhere, everybody in their cars looking at me super, super weird, but I'm like, hey, you know what? I made it through the world's most uncomfortable elevator ride, so I'm fine. And then I see Steph, and Steph is just like a wonderful human being, and then I see Justine, and like, she's a wonderful human being. We have a really great Zootopia shoot, so it all worked out in the end. I made it through. I had one of the coolest shoots ever, so it was all worth it in the end, but like, I had to go through like the world's most uncomfortable, awkward elevator ride ever to get there, and oh my goodness. You know, all these people, like, I totally don't blame them for being weirded out. That's not, like, absolutely, this is a weird thing to have happen, but it was just the fact that these people are, like, whispering about me, and they're literally right behind me, and I can hear them perfectly, but they think they're being super quiet and, like, stealthy, talking about this girl who's just for some reason cosplaying Judy Hopps in their hotel elevator, right? Oh, that was just, it was hilarious, but it was also like, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, like, I feel so awkward, I'm sorry, I know this is weird, but like, please, don't make this any more awkward for me than it needs to be, please. But yeah, that's part of cosplay, is that you just, you know, you're dressed really weird, you're in public spaces. The funniest part though is that like, honestly, like, I've cosplayed Lapis in many public spaces. I'm gonna do a whole video series on my Lapis cosplay stories, but like, people were way more chill about me cosplaying Lapis in public than they were about me cosplaying Judy, which is like a better known character. It was just, oh man. So whenever you think that like, hey, you know, I've cosplayed weirder things, people have been cool with it and I haven't felt awkward, guess again. You never know what's going to be really uncomfortable around onlookers and civilians who aren't expecting this. Anyway, now I'm just rambling. But anyway, that's the time that I had the most awkward, embarrassing, self-conscious feeling elevator ride ever. And but you know, it was totally worth it in the end because the photo shoot was fantastic. And would I do it again? Probably. I hope I would be like a lot more like, it wouldn't be false confidence. It'd be like, yeah, I'm an officer of the law. I'm Judy Hopps. I'm in an elevator. This is not weird. This is fine. Please let me know if this kind of thing has happened to you. It'll make me feel so much less awkward. I'd love to hear you guys' stories about this because honestly, interacting with non-cosplayers in like public settings makes for some of the most hilarious stories. So I would really, really love to hear you guys' stories. And again, I do read everybody's. I do my best to reply where I can, and I give as many hearts as I can because I love hearing from you guys. Anyway, but yeah, as usual, thanks so much for chilling out with me today, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. But until then, pan faces, please be sure to take care. Bye!